Welcome to our Green Branch, you guys. We are back, and we are here with a movie review.
Movie review, Christmas movie.
Christmas movie review. Not just any Christmas movie, but a Christmas horror story.
On Netflix.
On Netflix.
We watched that.
We didn't have enough time yesterday.
Right.
Okay, which you guys already saw that video. But now we got the time. Okay, we've got the time. Because this movie, go, tell them about the movie.
This movie was, I don't want to say it was a waste of my time and energy.
It wasn't.
It wasn't.
Go ahead and get it out the way. Tell them that you didn't like the movie.
Guys, I did not like the movie. I like suspense movies, but not the kind that make me cringe, and sometimes I just want to get up and walk away because it's just too stressful. And this was one of those.
It was very stressful for the most of the movie because there's a lot of tension. They're trying to scare you, and then they'll interject some funny moments.
It wasn't funny.
So for me, I was entertained. I'm an easy entertained person. So if you can entertain me, I'm usually there. And she's not a silly person. She doesn't like silly.
No.
This chick over here doesn't even like scary movie.
No. So let's talk about what the movie was about. So when we started watching it, it's kind of like this is Crash, but for a Christmas horror story.
Yeah. Because a whole bunch of everybody's story, everyone's story is
intertwined in a way,
connected.
Yeah.
You could play 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon with these people.
And it all takes place in this small town, and it starts on Christmas Eve. And I hope you guys don't mind me kind of telling you this story.
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna try to give too many spoilers.
Yeah, we're not. This is the first part. Is not so much. It's very spoiler free. Just telling you how we feel about the movie. We're getting ready to. You'll know when it's spoiler time.
So it follows 4 people, or 4 different families, I guess. Storylines, we'll say, because they're not all families. Within this one town on Christmas Eve. One storyline is Santa and his elves, his zombie elves.
His zombie elves.
One story is these high school students who are going to this abandoned high school where some crazy stuff went down last year.
Murder. 2 students were murdered.
Yes. And third story is a family, 2 parents and a kid who kind of gets abducted in a way. The last storyline is a family, 2 parents and 2 kids, and they explain that because I don't know.
All right, so there's the family. They have their 2 children. The dad of this family is visiting and wants to have a family trip to go visit his aunt. His rich aunt, I should say. They go up there to go try and I guess talk to her.
Yeah, because he wants money. That ends badly because they have badass kids. The storyline is kind of like Crash. Everything's kind of related. Oh, and there is William Shatner's character, who's the radio host, and he's the person that kind of keeps everything, I don't know, on track. He's the person that you keep coming back to.
We come back to him and he just moves the plot along a little bit, but not really.
But not really. He doesn't talk about what's going on, but he's just another crazy Christmas in Sleepy Hollow.
Him and Susan. Honestly, you guys, I say you should go watch it. If you're like one of those people who likes to watch Gremlins, or what was that other movie called? Was it Trolls?
Okay.
Or not Trolls. It's an awful movie. Awful scary movie. This is one of those. I think they made it to be an awful scary movie.
Yes.
It's definitely a B movie.
Oh yeah.
I recommend seeing it. How do you feel?
I mean, if you're into that type of thing, if you like silly, scary movies, then sure, you should watch it. Because it wasn't awful. I'm just being hard on it.
Now, let's get into the discussion and also the spoilers.
Spoilers.
Okay, so let's just jump right into it. Everybody's dumb, so let's just get that out the way. First off, the kids didn't have no damn business going into the deep depths of this dark. Who does that? When we were going to school and we had, what was it? What's it called? The VA club? What's the club called that does the news in the morning?
I don't know, but yeah.
Visual Arts Club.
Oh yeah, right.
They do the news and stuff. I don't remember anybody in high school trying to go out there and do hardcore hidden journalism.
And they said that it was for a school project too. They're gonna let you break into a school and do some type of investigative journalism, I guess. They're coming from a journalism major, I don't even know what it's called. Like, what kind of grade do you think you're gonna get from this? Your teacher's gonna be like, oh wow, great job, breaking and entering and getting everybody killed. Very good job. No.
First off, your video's about to get confiscated.
Yeah.
Secondly, your little camera's about to be stuck in the principal's office until forever. And everybody got the attention.
This storyline is what gave me the most anxiety. Just because they were so dumb and it just really irritated me. So
that was the first dumb story we ran into. Second damn story that we ran into. Dad and mom and the little boy, black family, decide they're gonna go get a Christmas tree and trespass on someone else's property. The dude's a police officer. Don't make no sense.
And then his kid ends up being like, what's the word?
Think of it as Stranger Things. The kid went to the upside down.
Yes.
That's what happened to the little boy. He went to the upside down. If you don't know what the upside down is, they do have a wiki for that, so you can check that out real quick. Pause the video, go look at upside down, Stranger Things. There's a wiki for it, it kind of explains it. But yeah, the kid went to the upside down. And another like changeling thing popped out of a tree. They took that home thinking it was their little boy.
It was not.
First off though, I'm not a rule breaker, okay? Did that a long time ago with street racing. I don't break rules though. It's not something I likes to do. So when it said trespassing, no trespassing, we don't need a tree from here.
Heck no.
Why the fudge did he feel like he needed to go onto someone else's property to get a Christmas tree?
Of all of the places, grocery stores, random little parks that are like pop-up shops.
How many Christmas
Home Depot. So many places you can get a Christmas tree from without risking your life and like risking being shot because you're on someone's property.
But nah. Stressed out dad from the creepy experience at the student school has decided he's Mr. Big and Brave. Let's go trespassing on someone else's property and look for a Christmas tree.
And who gets a Christmas tree on Christmas Eve? Surprised they had all their Christmas shopping done.
We move on from them. Who's the next people we run into? Oh, so we're with the family. They're driving up. They go to see Nana, Auntie Nana. And Auntie Nana ain't having the ish. She doesn't really want them there.
No.
She's so through. And then she's got her little lover there, the little gardener lover, who's equally upset at people he's never met, equally rude. Like, let's not try and pretend like this dude wasn't rude.
The kids are just like bad. They have no respect for their parents, and obviously they have no respect for anything else if you don't respect your parents. The aunt has a small statue of Krampus.
Santa Claus was there too, but Krampus is the main one.
Right, and so the little boy picks it up and Auntie's like, don't touch that. And he's like, okay, whatever. And then he keeps touching it and the lover comes and he's like, don't touch that. And he's like, oh, this?
Oh, wait. Yeah.
And knocks it off.
Knocks it off, breaks it.
Breaks it. And they're like, get out! And that then unleashes Krampus.
But y'all aren't even ready for this. Santa Claus. So we go to Santa Claus's shop, okay? We're at Santa Claus's place. He's getting ready for Christmas, okay? Because he's got to get out there and start delivering presents. So he's talking to his elves, and one of the elves is acting real strange. He's acting real funny. Doesn't want to eat the cookies. What kind of elf doesn't want to eat the cookies? They're a little weirded out by that, and then he starts cussing at them. He went somewhere to get like help or something, like medical treatment or something. They were, like something like that, because they had him in the infirmary or something like that at Santa's place.
I had already checked out at this point. I was like, this movie's dumb.
All because Santa Claus popped up. She wasn't done for all the other goofy stuff that's happening. No, she's done once Santa Claus pops up.
But mostly because you're used to seeing Santa like, oh, cheery. Even before the
elves. This was like Road Warrior Santa.
Yeah, yes, he was. He was very rugged. Yeah. And even before like the elf thing happened, I just felt like things were off. I mean, obviously it's a Christmas horror story, but it just felt like dark. And I don't know, I just wasn't really feeling it.
I was so entertained because the elves are hilarious. Like one minute they're all jolly, the next minute they are just going crazy. So needless to say, zombies is what happens to the poor elves. They become little zombie elves and start tearing up the little workshop, being creepy, running around. So they corner Mr. Santa and Mrs. Claus in a room, And so Santa Claus goes to work chopping up elves with his magical winter staff, which I was in love with, because I'm all about some like twirling something and slicing stuff. That's my jazz. That's my jam, not my jazz. It's my jam. Santa is out here doing the thing, trying to like killing his own elves, man, just slicing them up, dicing them up. I don't know what he was trying to do, like why he didn't just leave, or why they like.
Well, that's his home. Why would he leave just for them to ramshackle his place?
Why go through the whole castle slaughtering elves? Like that kind of didn't make sense to me. It was like he was like looking for elves to kill.
Well, so that they wouldn't get out and ruin Christmas. I would do what Santa did. Why would you leave? No, you gotta take care of home, okay?
I don't know, abandon ship, I'm out. Early vacation.
I'll take the staff then and start slice.
Nope, Cancun looking real nice right now. Like we said, the little family and the auntie or whatever, they get kicked out. So they're driving home and Krampus messes with them. The car spins out. They didn't know it was Krampus. They didn't know what it was. So Dad's like, hey, we're just gonna walk home. Cause you know, that's what normal families do on a Christmas Eve. No one calls AAA. That's the craziest thing to me in all the horror movies that they make. They always have to give some weird reason, or they don't even give a reason. But the phones never work. This has been a staple since the 50s. If there's a phone in a horror movie, it's not gonna work. We've already discussed that these people are bad people. The mom was already kind of doing some like selfish things at the beginning. Dad, of course, came there. Like there's reasons why they're about to die. So that whole family gets slaughtered. Yeah. Let's just say that. The whole family gets slaughtered.
Did the daughter get slaughtered too?
She became Krampus.
Oh, that's right.
And that is literally where it ends for that family. What else was done?
I would say what really intertwined the movie was Krampus. Because he was only in 2 of the 4 storylines.
Wasn't he in 3 of the 4 storylines?
No, he wasn't.
So he wasn't a part of the Changeling or the high school kids thing.
But the Krampus storyline is what really, like, at the end, it was like a huge surprise.
So listening to William Shatner, most of what he's talking about through the whole thing is gibberish. Yeah. He's talking about like going to the mall, it's busy, there's a storm out, you know, but still, who cares? I'm bringing in the New Year's. He has eggnog. He's getting tipsy at the radio station, and then it goes to crap real fast. Like all of a sudden, he's super sad. Go ahead.
He starts talking about hostages.
Like,
and
what?
Yes,
I'm like, we didn't see any hostages.
Right, he starts talking about hostages at the mall.
Our prayers are with them.
Storm and Norman works at the radio station, and he was going down to the mall to be Santa. And so he's, you know, he hasn't heard from Norman lately, and so he's a little bit worried about him. But that storyline, I am not going to spoil it for you guys.
That's the whole point.
No.
Spoiler coming up, because I'm going to do it. Spoilers. So if you don't, this is a big one. So if you don't want to know, or if you already know, here we go. Santa Claus was Storm and Norman. The Santa Claus that we've been talking about with the elves, with the zombie elves, they were actually people at the mall. Homeboy had a mental breakdown at the mall, started slaughtering everybody.
They were not elves. They were just straight up people. And he's just killing them all. And he's like imagining everything.
Thinking he's Santa Claus trying to save his castle from the little zombie elves, and it's actually just people, and it's Storm and Norman.
And it made me wonder, like, how much of this is real or not? Like, in the whole movie, how much of it is real and like not just the figment of people's imaginations?
Or was that guy out there actually just murdering all the family members, and there was no Krampus? Like, this guy's just straight up been murdering the whole family. It's a mind F on a whole nother level. Oh, we didn't tell them about the Virgin Mary. How dumb that was. The kids in the cellar, or at the high school doing the investigation. One of the kids, man, there's just so much. There's so much to tell you guys, and to like discuss, and to like see if you guys are just as upset and like confused as we are, or to even see if you're just as entertained as I was by the confusion and upsetness, or if you're as upset and y'all get the idea. I want to know how you guys felt. If you go and see the movie, please come back, leave some comments down below. I want to know your thoughts on Christmas Horror Story. Definitely, I'm with her. The high school kids really gave you some serious anxiety. Just like, why? WTF, man? What are you doing?
It was basically a replay or reincarnation of what happened last year at the high school. Dumb kids always getting into trouble.
But overall, what would you rate this movie? What would you give it? What's the number we're looking at?
1 to 10?
Mm-hmm.
6.5.
Ooh, I thought she was gonna go lower because I'm at a 6.5. Yeah, I thought you were gonna give it like a 5 or a 4.
5.2.
Don't change your score. 6.5 from Our Green Branch for A Christmas Horror Story. Go check it out. It's on Netflix. I don't think you'll be disappointed if you go watch this horrible ass B movie. But hey, that's just a
green theory.
And we'll see you in the next one, guys. Like and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell because we're going to be bringing you more high quality content. So keep a lookout for that. More movie reviews, more react things, more vlogs, more of us doing stuff around Atlanta. I'm your boy, Tushard.
And I'm Ariel.
This is Our Green Branch, you guys. Thanks for watching.